Okay, internet, let's look at this insane cheat 1080 Kyro by Haruki. I've never seen this trick before, and honestly, because I've never seen this before, it compelled me to make a video about this. So let's talk about it. Let's do a general breakdown first of the trick. He winds up starting at 0 degrees for the trick. He does a cheat step and completes it at 360 degrees. Following that, he sets off at this point and he rotates once, which completes 720 degrees. At this point, he pumps his leg, his non-kicking leg, and he rotates once more. And normally at this point he would kick, and he does extend actually, and from here you would extend even further, completing 1080 degrees. But instead he wraps in for a twist. He lands a bit off, but he clutches it out and he gets a big applause. Alright, now we have a general idea of the move. Let's get into the details. We're starting off with the setup, and there's a lot to see in this setup, a lot to learn. Alright, Haruki starts off looking very relaxed and loose. He does a little Looney Tunes wind up. From here he takes a medium-sized step. As he's stepping, he puts his weight on his non-takeoff leg. Notice how his arms are very wide at this point, but while he's stepping, he's pulling with his outside arm. This creates some torque in his body, which in turn drags his leg around. And while he's doing that, he hops quite a big distance actually. He lands on his non-takeoff leg again, like a Euro step. He's facing away from his direction of movement at this point, and with his arms still wide, he quickly shifts his weight to his takeoff leg. From here, notice the angle of his body. It's quite leant over forward, isn't it? He needs to do this to block. From here, he violently swings his leg around as he's spotting forward. At the same time, his arms follow this motion together with his leg. I think this is mostly for rotation, but you know, don't quote me on that one. From here he sets off and completes his setup. With the setup complete, let's look at what happens in the air. First, he pulls his swing leg backwards, kind of over cheating, but you know, who am I to judge? He pulls his arms in tightly at this point. After rotating once, he spots forward and he pumps his knee, and at the same time as pumping his knee, something strange happens. He lets go of his twist completely. After doing this, he rotates a little extra and extends his kick. If you look carefully, all of his limbs are extended actually. Now usually for cheat 1080, you would kick at this point and extend the kick from one side to the other. Also, to be honest, I usually keep my arms in as much as I can while kicking, so you have that little extra rotation. But Haruki does something completely different because he's doing a Kyro. All of his limbs are extended, and for a good reason. At this point, all he's really doing is pulling everything back in and torquing for the rotation. He turns his head, wraps his arms, turns his hips, snaps his legs together, and thus completing an absolutely insane trick. Now, after having made this analysis slash breakdown, whatever you want to call it, I want to go out and start training for this trick. Unfortunately, I cannot do this because I am injured. So I'm going to ask you, the internet, to use the info I brought to you and to land this trick. Anyway, make sure to check out Haruki. I'll link his IG in the description, I guess. And give him a follow. He's got some really high level cheat kicks. See ya.